a dozen goals. So this is the thing that both coaches said, is that they want to make sure that they keep to their systems and that at no point, because of any scoreline, so both teams are going to have to keep an eye on that.
And this is a look at India's team. We'll have Lotus Chamber starting as the goaltender. He's got a lot of ice time under his belt already. Lotus Chamber, he's played 169.5 minutes of hockey so far. Namgyal Tundup, the replacement, just over 10 minutes in goal for India. And
it was interesting that I talked to both coaches about the score lines and say, how do you keep your teams focused when, you know, you get 30-0 score lines? And Darren was really pragmatic about it. He said, Nick, it is what it is. It's actually good for us. You know, they had some challenges getting into the tournament, into the country. They overcame those, but he goes, it helps us gauge where we are. So
in this one, whether it will be Darren Harold texting Robert Martini to crow over him, or whether it will be Robert who's texting Darren Harold. There's a look at the India starting six.
Interesting to note that India have 3 or 4 more players than Singapore. I'm not saying Singapore are short in their lineup, but it's indicated that both teams are probably going to be going like lines 1 and 2 against each other. They're higher quality lines, you know, with the third line sneaking every once in a while. But you know, that was one thing that we talked about, like when the score lines get out of needed.
Almost ready to get underway here as Lee Ho Ching awaits in the center of the rink for the face-off. Whistle just beckoning India over ahead of this one. They're just taking their time a little more to get down into the middle for the face-off ahead of this opening period. Singapore win the face-off, and it's good work for them quickly with the puck under control. Singapore finished 4th in the Asian Winter Games in 2017. They'll have to settle for 11th at best this time around.
Yeah, they're going to want to make sure that they finish as high as they can. But it shows you how the other countries are coming along as well. But it's tough when you don't have an ice rink in your country to practice at.
Singapore without an ice rink since 2023. They're one and only Olympic-sized rink, an early scoring opportunity, but they just failed to get the puck under control there. As India look to move it out of their defensive zone.
Nice intended headman the puck there, you know, from the Indian player, but unfortunately it goes for naught.
And the puck once again, it's Singapore who get the better of India at the face-off. It's a hand to it, palms it away, but Singapore is still in possession.
Losing his footing there.
Oh. It's a superb goal for Singapore to open the scoring, and they do so on the power play. India, 30 seconds of the penalty kill, couldn't hold on any longer.
Chumbo won that one back. That's just you know, your perfect shot from the point. We've talked about it all tournament. The shot's in low. Look, he directs it in on net, looking for deflection. I believe he did get it. I believe number 23 got a little tip of it. Yeah, Karaski got a touch on that one. So nice play, tip, like perfectly designed, powerful.
Complement 5 in the outfield. Singapore give chase once again, looking to add to that score tally.
Not the strength on their stick to clear the puck. Oh, nicely worked play. East-west, stretch the goalie. Nice little tic-tac-toe play by Singapore.
And a second power play goal, so India needs to keep
stay in the box. You know, nicely worked power play, looking from top to the other side, and that shot actually, it goes in off of the goalie's pad, which is really, really unfortunate. But it'll teach you, just shoot the puck in the net. Anything can happen.
Haven't been able to clear the danger quickly enough, just allowing Singapore another shot.
Coming from behind the net, India just completely falling defensively. Let Lee just walk behind the goal line and have get some the wax at it. They're going to look at this, Rebecca. They're going to look and see whether the goalie was interfered with. There, maybe. But Lee just look, stepping out in front of the net. Nobody's in the crease. There, they're going to look whether or not there was some goalie interference, but he was actually hit into the crease by the defender. So, unless he's seeing something that I can't see, I think that goal's going to stand. Power play. Singapore will just like to rag it down low, kill it.
Singapore with just over a minute left of this penalty kill and looking completely untroubled. Sure, out to Chan. He sends it up the rink.
Singapore. Jian, that's just a 1-on-0 pickoff in the neutral zone, and you go in and man, I was gonna like say well done to Chupa for that poke check, and then he just gets handcuffed there. It was a giveaway. Two little deeks. Fires it low underneath the glove side. 4-0, and we talk power play goals are great, but when you give up a shorthanded goal, that India relies on a lot. Roski. Goal and a penalty right now for Singapore. He's logging a lot of ice time, and that just shows you that Rob Martini wants to really get this game out of reach. Oh, there you go. With the draw, pull it back, design play. Me standing there with that left-handed shot off of the draw, and that's just a designed play you want to try to do. So India, number one, you can't lose the draw in your own zone, but you have to have a guy from the hash mark anticipating, where Lee's standing on this draw. Look where he is. You can't quite see, he's out of frame. And high. Okay, there he is, just at the top of the circle. So that's a design play by Singapore. And you gotta make sure that you've got a guy with speed.
Too much longer. Singapore once again regaining possession.
It'll be interesting now because Darren was but that outlet pass there, 2-3 feet behind your forward, and that's just a mental breakdown. These guys look at yourself in the mirror and saying, hey, we're playing for the crest on our chest. We've said it a million times. Let's go out there and try to get some back.
For India for now, the puck is in the right end of the rink.
Yeah, but they overloaded this right side, and when they lost the draw, they had no one to move to the far wall to try to keep that in. Let's see if this top line of India can get some things going. All you need is a few passes.
Singapore clearing it from that congested area up at the boards on the near lane. Get it clear.
Possession, support, need support. These are just giveaway passes into the slot. Oh, but it's worked out because another giveaways happen for them. Just a fan on the shot.
It's another 40 seconds left for Singapore on this penalty kill, and India haven't troubled them yet.
Oh no. Not lucky. Got a touch. And these are giveaways that India just, you can't do that in your own zone. Just park it to your own bench. Just nice shoulder. But that was the interference call. So it wasn't really a shoulder, but that was the interference call on Kotarowski. You could do that if the guy's got the puck, but if he doesn't have the puck, it's interference.
Well, India now with the face-off in their defensive zone, short-handed the next 35 seconds.
Had to be told to bring an extra guy on. Mentally not in it.
Midland, who makes it 6, gets the first goal of this second period. It took them
A little bit longer,
bit longer
than, but big, you know, they're not putting the brakes on, stopping, starting, so lazy skating from India in the neutral zone, and, you know, sometimes you have to put the brakes on.
Well, that is 6-0 for Singapore. It is Brian Whitland who makes it 6, gets the first goal of this second period. It took them
A little bit longer than, but almost a shorthanded goal. Carterowski getting on the ice to make a full-strength goal, 5-on-5, but Wintle just directs it in on goal. Weak shot. Chamba fighting in between the 5 holes. Yeah, the goalie Chamba's got to be cued in on this. He's got to be anticipating this. Oh, he just let it in between his arm and his body, and it handcuffed him. But Chamba, he's going to be there. Take advantage of this. It's their first unit up against Singapore's second unit, so technically it should be a live advantage. I don't know if they can capitalize on it. Let's see. That's a brutal giveaway in their zone. Nice little well-worked play, but now India's just rolled over. You know, they're not even like supplying any pressure on Singapore. Singapore just having a run at their goal now.
Ryan go with the top shelf goal to make it 7-0 for Singapore. Let's have another look at this one, Nick.
The shot pass going up. Let's try that. Yes. Which way to go? Oh, sorry, Chamba. Just guessing. He'll be upset with himself for going down. He can come out, challenge the shooter a little more. He just gave his whole high blocker side away.
Let down by the defense, though, left completely exposed. As Tashi with the shot on goal for India, but a straightforward save for Joshua Lee.
Yeah, it's right in the breadbasket, right in the middle of the chest, like just below the chest. And they can lose and hold on to it. It's a shot on goal, something you can build on. But it's 7-0. You gotta crash a little harder. You gotta. But here, nice little layoff out to the side. That little weak whack at the puck, and we don't have the luxury of having that goal line camera, but you know, I'm pretty darn sure that it's nowhere near being a goal. I don't know what he keeps looking at, other than the fact that there's they have these cameras set up in their arena. It's their closed circuit TV set up just for replays, whether or not they're looking at something. But Chamba was, you know, he's over on top of it, unless they have cameras on his kit. Oh, he's calling a goal. Holy cow, folks. I'm absolutely shocked. So obviously, their cameras, the ring cameras, which we don't have the angle of, picked up that puck crossed the line. The ref had blown the whistle. So I'd say very, very lucky and very, very unfortunate. Lucky for Singapore and unfortunate for India to make it 8-0.
It's dropped, and it is a good face-off win for Singapore. What is this going to do now, Nick, for India's... Oh, Singapore's zone. Nice cross.
Nice! What a howitzer of a shot. Boom. From Ishmael. And now they know, right? And they know they've got some shots that can beat lead. So, some good work, puck wobbling around that blue line. And look, he just gets the puck, uses the screen, fires it like you could not get a more perfectly placed shot than this. Look at this, folks, from the high slot.
Goal of the game, perhaps.
That's it. You know, one of the nicest goals of the game. Snipes it up high.
Into the final minute now. Face-off. It's dropped down. It's Singapore who win the face-off. Interesting to see their reaction to access to
Build on this, get in control. Now you think we're going to be throwing some forecheckers in.
Really playing the one-man advantage. Will be hoping to make it count. Will have
Nicely kicked in.
confidence. It should be high for getting that incredible goal. It was a good goal.
It was a nice snipe. And now they've had a couple of nice little break. They can't do this. They can't do the giveaways.
Oh,
Nice save by Chumba. Keeps his team in this power play opportunity. They've given up a shorthanded goal already. I want to make sure you give up. I want to make sure you don't give up any more shorthanded goals. Don't give Singapore.
should be feeling confident after just finding something after that video replay, and they are now on the move, looking to penetrate the Singapore defence.
Don't push it. Nice, nice. There you go, folks. He didn't push it. He had his head up. Great play by Ishmael. He's lit the fire that India needed. And he has a great play. I can see great angle from where we are. Ishmael was driving in wide, and he was looking for passing opportunities. He heads up. He nodded off the first look. It wasn't right. Watch him drive. Watch him head up. His head up here. He looks at the first. No. He goes for the second option. Going for the one-timer. From Lotus, and these two guys have been firing well for India. They've got them to a 8-2 and a 6 goals away. I know it's going to be hard for the comeback, but good for the period win. Well done to India on the power play.
It was a fantastically well-worked goal. Ishmael just really impressive with that assist, and it was impressive, wasn't it, the way
He's trying. He's losing his balance at the same time as trying to reach up. Oh, that's set play, right?
we've seen that before from Singapore, haven't we? Winning the face-offs, spilling the puck out behind, and then someone waiting.
Yeah, where he was on the opposite side. So he's a left-handed shot. So on the right side, he's on his offhand. And
Power play for Singapore.
body work by Boy. Oh, shot right in the ankle. That's going to hurt.
Denied.
He's smarted. That one right on the. It's, folks, you know, like the hockey player is pretty well protected. But where they don't have protection, 16 years old. And they're excited about playing hockey, which means that as a coach, Podorowski with a chance to go in, and he's had a few already tonight for another opportunity. But again, back to you know, the enthusiasm that these countries have for hockey, you know, is awesome, and a lot around the women's game being, you know, higher in participation because of the enthusiasm around that. And hockey is, it's such a wonderful game. It's taught.
Still in control. There's a shot from distance. Jian, but goes way wide.
Oh. You can't let these guys walk like that. India non-existent on the box, on the power play, and just give the Singapore that lane to shoot. As we said, some of these guys can really snipe, just untouched. He's like, I'm going short side high. He knew what he was going to do here. Chan, look at he's thinking goal. And Chamba has been, his angles have let him down on a few goals. He's been caught in this, not anticipating some of these shots. Penalty call comes in again now against India. Delayed penalty call, and Brian just skating in and untouched, slides it down low. So there was a penalty call coming up on a delayed penalty. Brian saying, no, don't worry about it, guys, I got it.
Brian makes it 11-2 Singapore. We talked earlier, Nick, about winning periods, but certainly India started well with that goal to add their second winners that period. But Singapore now, they have woken back up after conceding those two.
Yeah, special teams will do that too.
It's quickly cleared out of danger, but Singapore in possession. Jian passing to the neutral zone finds Lee, but it's an easy pick up for Chamba.
We have this opportunity to let's watch, how they line up on these face-offs. We're talking about it. You always, as a defensive team, right? You're thinking, you have to think the worst. You have to think you're going to lose the draw. So you have to keep an eye. Every player's got someone to mark. So you have to look here how Singapore line up. Chan, top of the circle there. He's looking for the draw to come back. He loves these. He loves that. It's like he's in an all-star game and he's trying to pick the targets. But
it's a 12th goal for Singapore, and it's classic, isn't it, Nick? It comes from the face-off. It's just the same routine again and again.
Yeah, they're quick off the draw, but Chan, this is what I was talking about. Like these players, like you can tell they're going for that top corners. When they have that, see they've got a guy, job, draw.
Push it straight. Once again, 13 goals to 2 for Singapore as we enter the final 6 minutes of this, and it's the rebound.
This was the rebound. Champa's just not. When you're getting up, you're leaving that gap between your legs, right?
So, the final couple of seconds, and the buzzer sounds for the end of the third period, and it is Singapore 13, India 2, a match we're expecting to be all evening. Singapore were given pretty much free rein until that brief period towards the end of the second period, where India sparked into life. But certainly, it was a very good victory for Singapore. They don't even have an ice rink anymore in their country.
Practice. The rest of the stuff they just have to do in classrooms, dry land, just getting the team together. You want to get a team cohesion and get the guys to know each other. Here's the handshake we wanted to see. Two buddies. Now I'm trying to think if there was a bet or how many beers were going to be gauged for each goal. But a lot of mutual respect from two guys who really do at their core want the countries to develop, create a good solid base to build upon for today's hockey, and getting the youth involved, as I talked about. Hockey is growing globally, particularly the women's game, which we've had the pleasure of covering a lot of. But here in this men's tournament around these clubs around this stage of the world rankings, finished 10th and 11th in 11th and 12th in this tournament. Wanting to build on it so that they make sure that the next tournament, they're going to want to go for 10th and 11th and 9th and 10th and try to get into a place where they can, really become competitive on the world stage.
Certainly these Asian Winter Games will provide a fantastic springboard for India, whose ice hockey playing is on the up. Asian Winter Games, they leave with 1 win under their belts, scored a total of 5 goals overall this week. That's the story of the game. 47 saves in total for Chamba, the India goaltender, 9 for Lee, his Singapore counterpart, 60 shots on goal for Singapore. Opening the scoring after 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Lee then made it 2 with 10 minutes on the clock, and then the goals just kept coming for Singapore. It took India until the second period to find the back of the Singapore net. That was Morishmail. The stroke of the buzzer for the end of the second period for Lotus, and the second just a few minutes later, but then it was all Singapore for the rest of the third period, putting 13 in total past India.
line up for their final photo shoot of the tournament, respectively gathering together. That photograph, I'm sure, will go in their photo library as a memento, a keepsake of being able to show up at this great tournament. See some smiles on their faces.
Yeah, and what a wonderful experience for these guys who aren't professional players.
Yeah, it's amazing. You get to experience traveling to another country, in different changing rooms, in different environments. And for God's sake, getting looked after like an NHL superstar, the way they do in these rinks. They get really, really well looked after. The staff are so amazing. So it's just an unbelievable